So I get asked all the time, Jason, what are rates doing? What's your opinion? Should I lock? Should I float? What should I do? I'm watching three things right now that are affecting interest rates, and I want to share them with you. Number one is the coronavirus. We're all aware of the coronavirus. That is definitely going to have an impact on our economy. I don't care what anybody says. There's just too much manufacturing happening in China that for it not to have an impact on our economy. So that's number one. There's really not a handle on that right now. It's a little bit of an unknown, so there's some uncertainty there. Number two is the Treasury, 10-year Treasury bond. There's a lot of people retiring, taking their money out of risky stocks, putting it into bonds. That's driving the yield down, which is driving interest rates down. That's a good thing. That's why we're seeing these historically low rates. Number three, and I've got a chart here that I want to share with you. This one, not many people are talking about, but they should be talking about it. And so let me merge that in here, and let's talk about the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, or the Core CPE Index. What this measures, it measures the price of durable goods, if you will. It measures what people pay for things outside of food and energy. That's what it measures. And this is a key indicator of inflation. Not many people are talking about inflation. It's starting to come up in conversations right now. But the Federal Reserve really watches this index very, very closely when it's making its decision to either raise or lower interest rates. And I want to share another chart here with you to kind of illustrate that even a little bit better. In December 2018, if we all remember, the Federal Reserve increased the interest rates. What did that do to this index? Well, if we put my mouse here on the index in December 2018, look at this index. It just plummets. It just falls. And it's been hovering down below 2%. Now, the Federal Reserve likes the Core CPE Index to be at 2%. And they feel that's a manageable range for inflation for the Federal Reserve, but it's been hovering below 2%. And we've known that the Federal Reserve has lowered interest rates several times because of this. Not solely because of this, but one of the reasons why. And so with this hovering below 2%, there is a strong probability, in my opinion, that the Federal Reserve may lower interest rates even more. So I think with the uncertainty of the coronavirus, the Treasury yield being so low, and the Federal Reserve watches that Treasury yield, by the way, and the consumer core CPE being below 2%, I think there's a likelihood that the Federal Reserve may lower interest rates. I know they don't want to do that, but they may lower interest rates depending on how deep this coronavirus goes. So, long story short, I don't think interest rates are going anywhere up anytime soon. In fact, I think they may come down even further in the near future. So with that, that was